Alright YouTube, so out here right now in 30A and doing some pushing and on the ground, getting stuff done, making moves. Out here in 30A right now, in Seaside, this little place that I'm going to show y'all is actually the restaurant where I had first met Deion Sanders, Primetime. He was actually sitting right over here at this bar a few years ago. And since then, did a lot of work for a lot of different actors and actresses and whatnot, but this was actually the first place that I met Deion Sanders. It was right here at Great Southern. And Deion, super nice guy. Didn't even know who he was at first, but found out after he left. But definitely interesting. So if you have an opportunity to come out to Destin, Destin's pretty and everything, but make your way down to Seaside, Alice Beach, Rosemary. Here, I'm gonna see you in just a few seconds. I'm gonna be at the Gulfstream and taking care of it. All right, so let you see the beautiful aircraft I'm gonna be working on this evening. Just doing a simple quick turn on this and basically just keeping up with the aircraft. And I'm gonna share with you a little bit what I'm doing in the process, or mainly the reasons why it's being done. So, and I'll show you some different parts of the airplane. This is a Gulfstream G550, so Pegasus. So anyway, let me go ahead and get changed, get out of this, put on some work gear. You can see this is what's called bright work. This is the leading edge. It heats up and it melts ice. Now, coming on this side, on the back side of the wing, okay, this is called a flap. Now this flap comes down like this as an air brake, and it slows the aircraft down. This is flaps. This over here is an aileron, and that steers the aircraft along with the rudder on the tail. It's like a boat. Keeps it moving like this. The wings make the plane turn like this, and the rudder makes it do this. So, okay. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of sensitive components in here. As you can see, a lot of expensive and vital stuff. And what we're going to be focused on is this. This right here, top and bottom, getting off all this debris, all these bugs. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to clean up a little bit there, all the way down. And the reason why this is done, on top of taking care of the landing gear, which I'm going to show you that in just a second, is to allow the pilot, before the aircraft takes off and before it's ever started, he does a pre-check and a walk around. And if all this stuff is clean, it's a lot easier to spot something that's wrong if it's clean. For instance, if there's a leak. Same thing goes for the landing gear, front or back, which I'll show you that in a second. So, and also the other reason, corrosion control. Just like anything else, just like a car, just like a semi-truck, just like anything else, corrosion does happen. Aircraft are made out of aluminum, for the most part. And aluminum does corrode. It does weaken. And the same thing goes for, like, let's say Airstreams, and also those big tanks that you see going down the interstate that we polish. So there are multiple facets, or multiple reasons why we're doing this and why this is being done. So the last but not least would be just overall taking care of the paint. Because if the paint is taken care of, that means the paint will last longer. Is it going to last forever? No. Doesn't matter what you do to it. Doesn't matter what you put on it. Doesn't matter how you treat it. Paint is never going to last forever. But there are things that you could do to help it last a little longer than if you didn't do anything at all. So let me show you something real quick. Next thing looking at is underneath this aircraft, underneath the engine. This is called the engine cowling. It is, the cowling covers the engine. You see those buckles right there? I guess you want to say those snaps. I'm talking to the people who have never been around an aircraft and who will never be around a G5, especially this. This is a Pegasus, also known as the God plane. There's only a few of these in the country, and the rest of them over in Dubai. One of these aircraft have been featured on Producer Michael's channel, Producer Michael Blakely, and that's it. So this is the only two places that you can see this particular aircraft. And this one has been customized and upgraded and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. But anyway, you look, see that soot up there? Soot needs to be cleaned off. It'll eventually stain if it sits. Oil drips and settles right there. Also, when you come around here, underneath the aircraft, you see these streaks going all the way down. And then it'll stop right there and then it'll kind of fan out. But like here, gotta clean that up. Otherwise, it'll eat into the paint and ruin it. So, like you see that really up close, this is where the oil comes out of, and you can see it pooling right there where it's dripping. I don't know if you can see here, but typically aircraft does get parked right here. You see how it runs there, and of course as it's flying, you could just imagine it just pushes it to the back. All right, so looking at this leading edge on both sides, one of the things that I will tell you, besides the other stuff that lets it off, it is aerodynamics. By making sure that the surfaces, the leading edges, and also every surface on the aircraft is as clean as possible, it reduces drag. And by that, improves fuel efficiency and also lift. So time as well. So you may not think about one bug or one thing causing drag on this large aircraft, but when you're looking at 1,000 bugs all over the place, yeah, you can kind of see how that would happen. So what I'm going to do is I put this cleaner on here, letting it sit for a few moments, and now get this wiped off. And this bright work is normally maintained, so as you can see, it's gorgeous. It doesn't have any noticeable imperfections in it. Nothing is ever perfect, but as you can see, it's pretty. See that? Looks good. All right, go down, wipe it again, and then work all the way down this wing, and then do the other wing. So, excuse me. Very hot in here, by the way. You see me sweating. It's not because of working hard. It's because of the heat. It's very, very hot. So heat index is about 101 today here, and in this hangar, it's even hotter. Got the exhaust fans going up there just to try to force some of this hot air out, but the job will be done before all this hot air will ever get sucked out of this big, huge hangar. So, all right, let's keep working on this Gulfstream. Hey everybody, I just want to talk to you just for 1 second. Check out our merch. We have everything from t-shirts like the one I'm wearing right now, 100% cotton. I have it paired with a pair of Amiri jeans and also Louis Vuitton trainer sneakers. Also check out the other merchandise that we have, everything from coffee on over to canvas wall art. For wherever you want in your house or office, we got it. Also, we have other things like calendars, bracelets, things like that. So it's absolutely incredible. So just wrapped up doing a quick turn on this Gulfstream Pegasus. And I'll let you see the after here and let you see what all was done. This landing gear, completely cleaned up. Rims all the way down. The nose. The windshield up there, coming all the way down here. All the grease that was underneath here that kicked up from That landing gear is all cleaned off. Also, this is the leading edge. Let's see. Looks beautiful. Looks great. Now let me take you underneath here. Let's see this flap. This flap is clean. Turn around. Inside of the flap is clean. Landing gear looks pristine. Looks good. Moving all the way around. All this stuff on here looks great. And all this is clean. You can see all this stuff is clean. So the pipes, brake calipers cleaned up, the strut cleaned up, also the flaps all the way down cleaned up. I'll take you over here. Okay, so all of this is clean. This entire edge right here is clean. Cleaned up a lot of this, and then going on down, let you see, very, very, very clean. Got some rock chips like this. This is just chips. It's very hot in here. See this flap better than what it was before. It's 100% better. Take you right over here. What you see up here, remember what that looked like. What you see up close, oops. Whoops. Got a little rambunctious there. All right, there we go. Did that, as you can see. All that oil that was pulled up there is gone. This area here. The streaks that were running from here all the way down, cleaned up. Coming over here, take a look at this. This engine cowling is clean. Oil is gone. Trying to show you all this without catching the tail number on here. As you can see where it was kind of scruffy in this area right here, it's all clean. This flap, of course, is clean all the way down. You can just see it. It's clean, shiny. Got a nice little wax on there. Looking underneath, it looks pretty darn good. Looking at the landing gear. Whoops. Landing gear, wheels, turned out clean. See that? Cleaned up. Yeah, see? Right through here. See that? Very, very clean. I'll show you this flap. This flap looks good. Coming all the way underneath. All underneath here is clean. All up there. Get a lot of that by feel. But this all underneath here is clean. It's underneath all the way down. Oh, walk it all the way down. Alright. And you see that beautiful Rolls-Royce logo. You gotta love it. A lot of folks don't know, but Rolls-Royce does make aircraft engines and components. A lot of people don't have a clue about that. It's kind of like Honda. Honda makes jets. Imagine that. Honda jet. A lot of people don't know about that, but more you know, the more you know. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Remember to hit that bell for new notifications for just like this. See you in the next video. This has been a day in a life, and really a week in a life.